Hi Ashley, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Doing all right?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
How you been feeling over the last few days?
I'm a little bit overwhelmed with schoolwork, and my boyfriend has been getting on my nerves quite a bit, but otherwise pretty good.
So you have a few things going on, but overall you're feeling okay?
Mhm.
Yeah. I remember during the last session you had some difficulties at work.
Yeah. They seem to have been getting a little bit better with the homework that you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
It has helped me to identify when I'm getting a little more overwhelmed at work, and when I'm able to identify when I'm feeling that way, it's helped me to, I guess, meet my supervisor in the middle, more or less, so I'm not as argumentative, and she seems to be a little more impressed with my work performance,
Good.
which has been good.
So identifying the automatic thoughts has helped you kind of negotiate that relationship more productively?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Definitely.
So you're able to complete the thought record, the homework?
Yeah, and that's actually helped me a lot, not just with work, but when I'm out, say, grocery shopping, and I start feeling that way, it's helped me to bring myself back down so I don't get overwhelmed and I don't get so anxious.
Good, good. So that's a positive result. So I want to kind of set our structure for today, like what we'll be talking about today during
Okay.
this session. And I was wondering if there's a few things kind of on your mind, like what you wanted to discuss today.
There's a couple things.
All right.
My classwork has been bogging me down lately, and then while I'm still doing better at work, I'm
Mhm.
still not where I want to be. I don't want to have to consciously think, this is why I want to keep working on and not being so argumentative at work.
Mm-hmm.
And then my boyfriend has been, just, like I said earlier, really grating on my nerves. And I don't, like I told him the other day that I wanted to break up with him, but he told me he was going to change and that things would get better. So I'm kind of torn with whether or not to continue in the relationship or just let it go. And at the same time, I'm having a hard time keeping up with my schoolwork and getting everything done on time. And it's my homework isn't where I want it to be. Like, I feel like I can do better.
So you're being pulled in a few directions here, and all of these things are important to you. Like all these things are bothering you.
Yeah.
Right? The schoolwork lateness, the relationship at work, like you're doing better with that, but you still want some improvement there.
Mm-hmm.
And then some relational challenges with your boyfriend.
Yeah.
So I know it's difficult to prioritize concerns when they're all important to you, right? But if you really only had, say, one thing to choose for today's session that you really wanted to work on as a priority, what would you choose?
That's really hard. That's hard to...
Well, tell me about your thought process as you answer that question, as you think about that question.
Well, I've been with my boyfriend for about 9 months now, and I thought that we were going to go into like marriage and
Mhm.
children, and I thought we had a future. At the same time, my work, I need my job. I need it to pay bills and basically live. And at the same time, my schoolwork is very important because progressing in school and getting a better education I'll be able to get a better job, which will hopefully, it'll be a job in which I don't find myself where I am right now, butting heads with my supervisor all the time and everything.
So again, yeah, it comes down to all three goals really are, they really are important to you.
Yes.
All three matter to you, and you want to work on them. So I'm wondering, as we think about trying to rank them, which is what we're really doing, right? Is like trying to pick one as the most important. Which area do you think is interfering with your functioning the most? Like, what's getting in the way of your mood being good, or are you accomplishing goals you need to accomplish to survive?
Probably my schoolwork.
How does schoolwork?
Yes.
Tell me
definitely.
about that.
Well, I think it's most important because, like I said, it'll set me up later in life. So not getting a good grade on an assignment really brings me down because I view it as a threat to my future.
Mhm.
Because if I don't get a good grade, then I could possibly fail out of school, and failing out of school means I won't have a good job. If I don't have a good job, then I won't have a good relationship, and I definitely
Okay,
top of my list.
so that's the priority.
Yeah.
So we'll look at that problem, the schoolwork issue.
Mhm.
We'll make that the number one priority for today. And if we get through that and we have time, we can look at one of the other things that's going on. But I want to make sure we kind of set a structure so we know what we'll be talking about and what we want to accomplish.
Yep.
So what we'll do is I'll have you tell me a little bit more about that and kind of your thoughts and feelings and behaviors surrounding that schoolwork issue.
Okay.
And we'll go through some techniques, and I'll assign some homework related to that, more or less like I did last time
Okay.
when it was the workplace challenge, the workplace relationship that was the challenge.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Does that sound like an agenda that you're comfortable with for this session?
Absolutely. I think that getting my anxiety and my being so overwhelmed with schoolwork will help me with sleep and not being, because when I'm overwhelmed I can't eat and it's hard to sleep, and
All right,
yes,
so you can see it
definitely.
really helping you out.
Mhm.
Great. Well, give me just a minute to go grab some of the homework that I'm thinking of for today's session. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue on.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sounds good. Thanks.